Okay, if you got one of these Cuisinart coffee makers, 12 or 14 cup, and the coffee is taking forever to make instead of about 10 or 11 minutes for a full pot, what it is calcium is plugging up the burner element underneath where the water goes through, and it plugs up solid, and you basically have to take the machine apart, which is pretty simple. You need a Torx T10 to take the 4 screws off the bottom, and once you got the screws off the bottom, underneath there's 4 screws underneath that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can get access to the bottom and take 2 Phillips screws out to take the burner out, and take some screwdrivers in there, clean it up as good as you can, scrape all the calcium out, and then run some CLR through it, or vinegar and water after. And once you got that done, you'll more than likely have a good working coffee machine again. So once the cover's off the bottom, you basically take the 2 screws that hold the burner element in and take the hoses off, and you can see this one tube right here has got all this calcium buildup inside that tube, which is blocking it, which is why your coffee maker is taking 2 or 3 times or 4 times as long, or maybe it doesn't even make a full pot of coffee because it's plugged. So what I've done is basically just take a screwdriver this size, run it through the hole as far as I can go, and then go with a bigger bladed screwdriver in the hole and just keep grinding and dumping it out, and then blow everything out with the air compressor, and then run vinegar and water or CLR, whatever you want, through the whole system before you make some coffee. And you got her fixed. You don't need to buy a new coffee pot. You can basically just use your same coffee maker and clean it every 2-3 years if you got the same issues again. So that's a cheap tip, especially for these Cuisinart models that are troublesome.